Hello guys, I hope you are all well. And after a long time, I'm back, and I will make a series of videos on the ecolinguistic book which was written by the Aaron Stebes. Okay, his book name is Ecolinguistic Language Ecology and the Stories We Live By. It would be this chapter have 8 to 9 chapters, so we will discuss every chapter in detail. Today we just talk about the introductions of this book. Okay. Let's start. Overview of the first chapter introduced ecolinguistic as a bridge between language and ecology, and explains how language shapes thought and interactions with the nature, exposes and challenges stories we live by, and establishes the linguistic and ecological framework used throughout the book. And the first topic is ecolinguistics. First, we will talk about what is ecolinguistics. Combine ecology and linguistics to become ecolinguistics. Okay, studies how language influences our relationships with the environment, revolves patterns that encourage or resist ecological harm. Moves from text analysis to cultural narrative critique. And the second topic is the story we live by. It deep cultural narrative is shaping our perceptions. Example: economic growth, human dominance, and material resources existing between the lines of everyday discourse. Okay, here we just making a stories by our own self. Okay, we are not giving importance to the environment. We just environment we just say that environment is just a source of things to which humans get benefits from it. Okay, and we say that we use that resources, and these resources are unlimited, so we can use as we want. We are not protecting the environment, but we are destroying the environment with our own making stories. We are making the human is a center, and all materials will serve for human beings. We are not giving the importance, equal importance to the environment, to the things which are in the environment. We are destroying the whole forest. We are destroying the agricultural lands while making house and housing societies. Okay, their narrative, and they built a story like that. Firstly, they vanished the forest, and they make a house is there, and they say that you have live in such a house where environment friendly and cultural friendly and greenery, where it should be a greenery. But they framing these narratives while they erasing certain things, that before they making their houses, there was a forest. So they making story, we are making stories through we living on it. And the characteristics of these stories share across cultural and institutions, usually unquestioned and invisible, embedded in media, politics, in education. So these are the different type of stories. Okay, and a real ecological impact on human behavior. I need to read the thing stories. This Tabe say that we have need to change our culture, our perceptions, while recreating, rethinking our stories. He said that the climate crisis and inequality revolve flaws in cultural stories. Stebes called for creating life-sustaining stories, identify questions, and replace the destructive narratives. He said that if we give an example for this topic, then we can give the example from housing society again. Okay, the housing society make a house while they vanishing, while they deforesting the forest. Okay, which not only affect on the animals which are living there, it also affect the human beings, it also affect the environments, it also affect, it also caused the global warming, and the flooding occurs because of the deforestation of forest, and they built a house there. Okay, and their narrative is that we built a human friendly environment houses. So we need to discourage this narrative. We have to raise the questions that why you deforest such a forest which is already serving for human beings, which is already is environment friendly, which is a cost which is providing us fresh oxygens. So he means to say all to these things. And the eco in eco linguistics, ecology, interactions among living organisms and their environment focus on life sustaining relationships aligned with the ecological trend in humanities, ecocentrism, ecofeminisms, etc. I think there is no need to much explain in these slides, because eco means living. And the linguistic in ecolinguistics and uses linguistics tools, yani CDA, a critical discourse analysis, a framing theory, and metaphor theory, and appraisal theory, and erasure theory. There is also one. We will discuss all these theories in upcoming lectures. Okay, and revolve how language constructs ecological and social realities. So in different in another way, we can say that how language is used to construct a reality, how language is used to create a story, how language is used to develop ideologies as they want. Okay, and stories will live by defined cognitive structures shaping perceptions. Shared stories influence a thought and behavior. A goal expose to harmful stories and promote sustainable ones. The one things in the second lines we have need to explain furthermore, that is that a person, a group of people who create a narrative, who create a story which affects the minds of other peoples also. That may be a positively, that may be a negatively, but it affect. So the linguist said that a language is effect on human beings directly or indirectly, but the words have their influence on humans being. Ecosophy, ethical foundations. Ecological philosophy guiding analysis evaluates whether stories promote sustainability or exploitations. Each ecolinguistics develop their personal ecosophy and establish ecosophy living. The central idea valuing all forms of life, principles, respect for life, well-being, care, justice, yeah, environmental limits, resilience, emphasize human and ecological well-being, and applying ecosophy. Positive stories promote sustainability and well-being. Negative stories promote exploitations and greed. Aims to use eco-linguistics for ethical social transformations. The second chapter will be ideology. We will share it in detail. Okay, and the third chapter will be the frames, and we will share how to frames the people or group of people uh, for their stories and metaphors, how the people use metaphors to exploit the natures, okay, to convince the people. And the forward one is evaluations. That means it is also kind of we will will apply the appraisal theory, which is positive and negative judgments. Okay, then the identities, defining social roles. So then we come to the convictions. That will be a seventh chapter, and the eighth chapter will be erasure. This is one of the very interesting topics, okay. And the ninth chapter will be salines. That will be also one of the very important chapters, in very interested also, that highlights the importance. Purpose of ecolinguistics revolve hidden ecological stories, judge them ethically, replace destructive narratives with the life affirming ones, inspiring awareness and responsibility in human in language use. In key takeaways. Language shapes environmental realities, stories determine the treatments of ecosystems, ecolinguistics, linguistic analysis plays ecological ethics, living ecosophy promotes respect, judge, and sustainability. References these all to the